Awesome. Well, we are joined today by one of our clients, and I would like if you could please kick us off with telling us your first name, what you do, and where you live.
Sure, I'm Sarah, and I live in Rolla, Missouri, which is near St. Louis. And I've been a communications director in the healthcare industry and in education sectors for more than 15 years. So,
Woohoo! I don't know if we
yeah.
ever talked about this too. My dad's from St. Louis, so
Oh, really?
yeah, Chesterfield.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not too far from here.
yeah,
Yep.
small world. He went to Ladue. Everyone asks like what high school.
That's a St. Louis thing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. So communications director, 15 years. Can you talk us through where you were in your career search, your job search before happening upon Career Amp?
Yeah. So I was working for a large healthcare nonprofit working remotely for the last 2.5 years and found out 5 days before Christmas that my position was getting eliminated.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so my position ended just a couple of weeks later, and I was pretty panicked, and it was a real, ego buster, confidence buster. So I was looking for something because last time I had looked for a job, it took me about 5 months to find a job, and I
Wow.
said that I don't want to do that again. I need a system, I need support, I need to find something that's going to help me get into a job at the same level I was before, because I was a director, I had a whole team with a pretty high salary. I want to keep in that field and I need to get into a job sooner. So that's
Mhm.
when I found career.
Awesome. And so, okay, so you were laid off right before Christmas. Boo, to that company for doing that. And so you joined Career Amp, I think, right after, if I count correctly, it was about 8 weeks ago. Cool. Okay, so you got a new offer in 8 weeks, which is really exciting. We'll talk about it in a minute. But what made you want to reach out beyond just like the time frame? It sounds like of your 5 months before. Was there anything else that was appealing to you about Career Amp when you met with our enrollment team?
I knew, or I felt like I was going to have a system in place that was going to support me and my goals. That's
Mhm.
really what I was looking for, was concrete steps that I could take to improve my search and improve my skills. It's only been a few years since I looked for a job, but things have changed so much in just those last couple of years. And I knew from looking last time, like the digital searches all changed. We needed a resume redo. Like I knew there were things I needed to do, and it seemed like this was going to be a system that was going to work for me.
Amazing. Okay, so you hopped into Career Amp. What was like maybe one of the first things that you noticed that that either you were taught or that was a light bulb moment or something that just kind of clicked for you immediately?
Yeah, I flew through those first couple of milestones, and I really enjoyed just taking the time to reflect on my career journey and thinking about what got me to this point. What did I love about my current job or previous jobs? What do I want to do in the future? I think it really helped me hone in, especially that first conversation with the coach, helped me hone in on what do I want to do and kind of take charge of my future, not just be battered around by the job market, but really focus in on where I wanted to go from here.
I love that. Yeah, that direction piece is so important, and like being able to speak with the right vernacular that's true to you is important. Yeah, especially as a communications director. Yeah, I love it. Okay, cool. And then what would you say was the biggest win that you've experienced inside of Korea?
Um, I mean, I feel like the biggest win was just my confidence getting so much better. Writing those soar stories, I felt like, hey, I really have done some awesome things. And you don't until you put it all together and you see that new resume put together and you see that new LinkedIn profile. I don't think you realize, hey, I'm a great catch and I'm gonna find a great company. And it was just a great confidence builder. But I mean, the biggest one, of course, is getting the job offer.
Yes.
Like getting a job in my field that I want to do, still at director level,
Mhm.
even talking them up $20,000. I mean, right there was incredible. And I think my husband was a little skeptical of the whole investment that it took to do this. And then when he saw that, he's like, "Oh, it was worth it." Like he knew immediately. I was like, "Yeah, it was worth it for the beginning, but it paid off literally." But yeah, that's good.
That's amazing. That's so awesome. Yeah, 20K increase your original offer. And I'm just so proud of you because in 8 weeks since you joined, right, you landed this thing. So I'm so proud of you. We loved working with you. I think you had worked with another career coaching service. You don't have to name them, but just curious if you could talk about your experience comparing the two, or maybe why Career Amp was more successful than other ones that you were a part of.
Yeah, so I didn't know my company that laid me off was going to set me up with another service, and I met with them a few weeks after I already started with Career Amp, and they said, "Okay, you need a new resume, you need an exit statement, positioning statement, source stories." They were naming all this stuff. I'm like, done, 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 done. I already got all this stuff, and they gave me like a laundry list of other things that they wanted me to do, but there wasn't that support network there. It was just like a very like overwhelming sense of the things that they wanted me to do, and I didn't feel that with career. I felt totally supported. Even just celebrating those small early wins was so nice, like, hey, I did do all of these things, so it was just a totally different experience with career and just feeling very supported the whole time.
Great. All right. So last question here, Sarah, is if you were talking to somebody or somebody's watching this that is thinking about joining Career Amp and they're on the fence, what would you tell them and why?
I would tell them to invest in themselves. I mean, it's a big step, but it will help you believe in yourself. It gives you a solid system for working through the steps. You'll get the support system that you need. Just having those weekly calls, I mean, was such a confidence booster. It made me feel like I wasn't alone in this job search or this struggle. People were encouraging me the whole time. So I would say, yeah, take a leap, invest in yourself. It totally pays off.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, congratulations again, Sarah. So thrilled for you.
Thank you. So excited.